Cafecito time. Cafecito time. Welcome to the Cafecito podcast. I'm Didi, and Didi Self Love is a brand that started in 2021, and the mission is to empower women to love themselves, to be confident, and heal. And I do that through speaking and through writing as well. I want to empower people to look within, take care of yourself, put yourself at the top, and every other area of your life, everything else will fall into place. You can watch the episodes here on YouTube. Make sure that you subscribe, turn on that bell so you know when the next video comes. Or you can listen on Spotify and Apple Podcasts as well, or wherever you listen to your podcast. If we are not connected on other platforms, you can find me, Didi Self Love. I'm glad you're here. You are here for a reason, for a purpose. See you on the other side. Welcome to the Cafecito podcast. Y'all get to see me drink my coffee today. Okay, so first of all, hold on, time out. Did you buy my book? Did you purchase my book? The link is in the description. And you gotta subscribe. Did you subscribe? Did you hit the bell so that you know when the next so you know when the next episode is coming? Okay, so make sure that you like this video. Make sure that you subscribe. I'm going to be a broken record because if you're here, this aligned with you. Y'all, listen, let me tell you something. I'm upset because look at this. But I didn't want to change. I really like this outfit. This is what you are going to get today, okay? And I'm probably going to take this off. But yeah, the cafecito did it. I hope you guys have been great. I don't know if you watched the last episode, but that was a good one. And also tuning into the shorts. I'm going to be delivering a lot more of those. Also, I told you last time I got a new deck and I'm obsessed with it. It's so good. The messages are just great. The way the spirit is talking is amazing. So this week I'm excited because I have 3 cards for you. Make sure that you watch this episode and I'm bringing another one right up. You're getting 2 episodes this week. What? Yes, you are. So, with that being said, today we're going to talk about being enough. I'm excited. I love talking about stuff like this. Okay, this is my thing. Okay, we're here to empower. I can't speak English today, y'all. What is going on? The accent is just popping out. We're here today to talk about being enough because, honey, you are more than enough. Okay, let me say it again for the ones in the back. Say it one more time for the ones in the back. You are more than enough. So, we're going to talk about that. We're going to get into being grounded and also just having that desire. If you have that desire, then it's all about you knowing that you are enough and grounding yourself. Ooh, let me not get ahead of myself though. Let's start out with a story. I got to tell you a story. Y'all, listen. I love stories. I like to tell stories because that's how people relate. That's how people also, a lot of people get motivated that way, get empowered, get inspired. And so I'm going to tell you a quick story of something that happened, which I told this story on TikTok as well. Uh, and it was just crazy. This actually just happened yesterday. It was me and my mom. We went to the store and we went to the supermarket and then we went to another store after that. That is like a Home Depot type of store. She went to buy some plants or whatever. And I'm going to tell you like the short version of this story. But basically, the moral of the story is to listen to your instinct, listen to your intuition, and understand that it's there for a reason, it's there for a purpose. And it is one of the most powerful tools that God, the universe, has given you. Okay. So she gets all these plans and she was going to get some other stuff, gets a second cart. And I'm like, well, we don't need it since she decided to not get everything. So she leaves the second cart that she got. And two guys come in after us. They look at us weird. Like they just look. And I'm like, oh, okay. They're just gonna get the cart that we left or whatever. I'm that type of person that I'm always checking my surroundings. So make sure that you do that, especially in these times, okay? So we're leaving, we're heading to the cash register. My mom goes, where's my wallet? And I'm like, huh? Did you not bring it in? She's like, no, I brought it in. I brought it in. And her intuition, like she knew that she had brought it in. She wasn't wrong. And I'm just like, go to the car. You left it in the car. You had to have, because what's happening, right? So long story short, she goes to the car, listens to me, and I'm at this point, I'm like, I'm getting to the point where I'm crashing out. Okay. I'm a Scorpio. So my scorpion is like my stingers, and the two guys walk by us, and I see that one of the guys has a hoodie, and I'm like, something's just not right. The other guy is carrying a bag of soil that they got or whatever. And I go like this, and I see a piece of my mom's wallet sticking out of his pocket, his hoodie pocket. And I'm like, no, because I still can't make, like, I can't see the whole thing. I'm like, no, there's no way. There's no way. So I don't want to accuse anyone. So I'm like waiting for my mom. But my intuition and my spirit was 95% sure that it was. But I've always been so open minded. And so, like I'm just very open minded. So I was like, no, 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 we're not gonna do that, right? Let me wait. She's taking a minute, and I'm like, nope. I leave the carts. I'm peeping them. I'm looking at them. They're looking at me weird. I'm like, why they keep staring at me? Like I know I'm fine, but I'm not that fine. It's like, yes, I am. So let me say it again for the ones in the back. She fine. So, anyways, I leave the cart right there with the plants and everything. And one of the cashiers is like, you need help with anything? And I'm like, no, at this point, I'm like, I'm livid. I'm up here already. And so I see them. They keep staring at me. I'm like, they took it. My heart told me they took it. So I walk towards the door because my instinct is, do not let them leave. Okay. I'm not thinking about danger. I'm not thinking about anything. Okay. Like the adrenaline, it's just, I'm going crazy right now. So I go stand by the door like I'm a bodyguard or something, and I cross my arms like this, and I'm looking at them, and they're looking at me. They start walking to leave, and I turn around and I see my mom's in the back of her car looking for her wallet in the trunk. Like, girl, no, it should have been there. Like, nope, they took it. She can't find it. They took it. So I go, hey, he stole my mom's wallet. And then he's like 4 feet away from me, kind of. I don't know. He wasn't that far from me. Gets closer to me to leave. They're about to leave, walk out the door. I'm right in front of the door. I point my finger at him and I go, you stole my mom's wallet. And he just looks at me sideways, gives it to me, doesn't say anything. And I say, you stole it. And he goes, I found it. I said, oh, you found it, but you was going to take it? And they walk out, and then, there's a whole commotion. Everybody's staring, da, 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 da. And my mom is coming back, and I'm like, hurry, hurry. You need to check. Make sure they didn't take everything or anything. My mom goes, everything is in here. They just took $22 that she had cash. I'm like, So, anyways, that is the story. And like I said, your intuition, your instincts, it will help you in any situation that you're in, any area of your life. Like I said on my TikTok video, if you don't feel safe, listen to that. If it's messing up your nervous system, listen to that. Leave those situations, walk away from what does not deserve you, from what does not serve you. Like, use your intuition. You know what I'm saying? And it's such a powerful tool, especially when you're in situations like that where others are trying to do harm to you or whatever the case may be. So there you go. You got a bonus inspiration today. But I wanted to tell that story because it might just inspire someone, it might motivate someone, it might just save someone's life. That is like one of my biggest mottos in life. Like, you just never know. By sharing your story, by sharing a word, by sharing something, you might save a life. So let me say it again for the ones in the back. Say it one more time for the ones in the back. You might save a life. All right, let's move on to our message for the day. Okay, so today we're gonna talk about being enough. And society is so messed up, y'all. Like, society has really just made us believe that we are not enough, that we need to be something so humongous, so like amazing, perfect. Like, the goal is perfection. And I always say that's not the goal. That's not the destination. The destination isn't perfection. The destination isn't to be the best, or to be better than anybody else, or better than everyone. That's not the destination. The destination is to tap into your purpose and to be consistent. Okay, let me say that again for the ones in the back. To be consistent in life so that you can fulfill those purposes, right? And so it's not about perfection or being better. You want to be the best version of yourself. Hey, why not? Hey, I'm always down for being better than I was yesterday, okay? But my only competition is me. You heard? Let me say that again for the ones in the back. Ha! My only competition is me. So, you are enough, and society just makes you believe that you aren't enough, and that you're always competing with everybody else in the world. And it's just, you're comparing yourself with everyone else, and that's not it. That's not where it's at. It's you. It's looking within, and that's part of self-love. That's part of being confident. That's part of healing the traumas and all of that. Everything comes together, right? So, being enough, man, being enough. And the card says you are satisfied. Okay, you're satisfied. And I want to say you're satisfied with yourself, you're satisfied with you. And again, not perfection, but you're satisfied with where you're at in your path. You're still moving forward. You're still going. You keep going and going and going. Listen, this is a never ending path, baby. Okay? Even after this lifetime, this is a never ending path. And that is the beauty of it. So, being aware of that, right? Self awareness is everything. Being aware of that, believing that, affirming that every single day when you wake up. I am not just enough, but I'm more than enough. And this is where I'm at in my path, and this is where I'm going. And I believe that, right? And so, that's part of like what we talked about in the last episode, is changing your mindset, right? And finding that motivation within and all of that. Also being disciplined. But at the end of the day, you can have motivation, you can have discipline, you can have all those things. But if you're not working on your mindset, and if you don't love yourself, then you have nothing. Let me say that again for the ones in the back. For the ones in the back. If you do not love yourself and you're not working on your mindset, you have nothing. The motivation, the inspiration, the discipline, everything, it doesn't matter. The mindset, and you knowing that you're enough, and you being your biggest cheerleader, your biggest fan, that's the key. If you want to know a key, if you want to put a label on it, if you want to find out what's the key, love yourself. Know you're enough. And change this. Because once you have control of this, everything else, baby, it's just going to come. It's just going to happen. You know? And this is a continuous path. We're still learning. I'm still learning. I'm sitting here giving you all these things based off of my own experiences, but guess what? I'm still learning. I'm still growing. I still make mistakes. We're human. It's part of the human experience. So that's okay. So, enough. You are enough. And then it goes into higher ground. I'm going to leave desire last because I want to piece it all together for you. But our next card is higher ground. And higher ground is like rise above the noise, is what it says on here. Rise above the noise. And what Spirit is saying to me is, number one, let's not take things personal. This isn't about everybody else. This isn't about the world. This isn't about your family. This isn't about your friends. This isn't about the people you work with. This isn't about that stranger that rolled their eyes at you. I don't care. You can roll your eyes at me all you want. I don't know you. You know what I mean? Like, come on now. This isn't about, again, your family, your friends. Like, that's not, I'm sorry to say this, and I'm not sorry to say this. Your family and friends are a part of your life. And those are the people that you cherish and that you love, right? And they play a purpose in your life also. But when it comes down to the purposes that you are fulfilling for God, for the universe, you have other people out there that need you. Let me say that again for the ones in the back. When it comes to your purposes that you are fulfilling for God, for the universe, your dreams, your aspirations, whatever it is that you want to do in life, you have people out there that need you besides your family and friends. That's not your target audience. That is not your target audience. So, rising above the noise, rising above the noise. How do you ground yourself? I'm going to give you some tools. I love to meditate. And a lot of people tell me, well, I don't know how to meditate. I just cannot quiet the mind. That's part of working with your mind. That's part of your mindset, right? But I always tell people, like, if you want to go deep into it and we're talking about tapping into certain things and we're talking about chakras and we're getting super duper spiritual, I get it. That takes time, that takes practice. But I'm talking about just being with yourself. And that's going to look different for everybody. For me, it's like, there's no one at the house, or maybe I go to a park. I love nature. I love water. Maybe I go to the beach. Maybe I go by the pool, whatever. I just want to be alone. You want to be in your own space, right? You don't want a distraction from another person or from other people. So, silence, put on some jazz, put on your headphones, and just close your eyes and focus. Or don't close your eyes, keep them open, you know? But the whole point of meditating is to ground yourself within yourself. You're going deep within. Okay, and that's going to look different for everybody. It is not as hard as people make it out to be. And meditation, prayer, whatever you want to label it, it's all the same. And everyone does it the way they want. Everybody's different. Your relationship with the universe, your relationship with God, your relationship with what you believe in, that's yours. Cherish that. And so that is how you ground yourself. That's it. That's how you ground yourself. You have to find a place within and then find isolation. Be alone. Whether that is 15 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours a day, whatever it is that you have available, make it available. Okay. And ground yourself and tune out everything else. For some people, it might look like journaling. For some people, it might look like going to the gym, putting headphones on and focusing and doing a workout or listening to a motivational video. Everyone does something different. That's why when they say ground yourself, I'm like, that's not going to look the same for everybody. When you say meditating, when you say praying, that's not going to look the same for everybody. What works for you might not work for me, or what works for you might work for me, but in a way that it works for me, in a way that is still, we're doing the same thing, we're just doing it differently. Let me say that again for the ones in the back. We're doing the same thing, but we're doing it differently. So ground yourself, knowing that you are enough, accepting that, and then sitting down with yourself and grounding yourself and rising above the noise. And then last but not least is desire. And I love desire because here's how it all goes together. You have this desire, or many desires. Fulfillment is possible, is what the card says. I remember that's why I liked it, because I was like, fulfillment. I was like, yes, fulfillment is possible. You know, what are you seeking? What is your desire? You can have that. You can have many desires. But ultimately, this card right here connects you to being enough, accepting that you are enough, right? And then grounding yourself so that you can ultimately reach that desire. You have desire, you have desires. Finding out that you're enough, accepting that, acknowledging that, working on that, affirming that, right? And grounding yourself and rising above the noise, tuning everything and everyone out so that you can reach those desires, right? And so that is today's message. And what I hope that you take out of the entire episode today is listen to your intuition, right? That was a bonus inspiration for you, which I always talk about that because again, one of the biggest tools that God, the universe, has given us, but also just knowing that you are not just enough, but you are more than enough. Okay. Go get you some coffee, go get you some cafecito, go listen to your heart, go affirm that you are enough, and then ground yourself and rise above all of the noise.